Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, and of course, subscribe to the Baseball Head. Got some bad news today. Obviously, as a Met fan, you all know that Jacob deGrom has some kind of stress reaction to his shoulder. Something to do with the capsule on the top of his shoulder. That is a break. So this is a stress fracture from what I understand. So there are instances of pitchers having this injury, and one of those pitchers pitched for the Mets. His name was Michael Walker. He did this in 2014, and he missed, according to what I read, he missed from the middle of June till September. So it's a 3-month injury. They said that Jacob's not going to be able to pick up a baseball for a month. So in other words, he's not even going to be pitching. He can't even throw. So his arm is really injured. This is a very devastating injury for the Mets. But you're going to have to be serious. We all have to be serious now about the situation with him. We cannot rely on him, and the Mets cannot rely on him moving forward. If they get something out of him, great. But the Mets are going to have to build this team going forward without him being a part of this situation. And it is unfortunate that he decided to not accept the contract for next year. So he's going to opt out. That seems like a ridiculous thing now, considering this injury. Again, another injury. He's been injured almost every year in the big leagues except for 2 years, 2015 and 2020. He's had some kind of injury, some kind of situation where he's had to miss starts. He's a great pitcher. No doubt about it. One of the great pitchers in the history of this team. But he has to stay on the field. So I would not expect him until probably, just reading what I read today, coming home, probably I'm thinking July 1st. I was thinking maybe earliest would be June 15th, but I'm starting to think July 1st. And since that's getting close to the All-Star break, they'll just wait until after the All-Star break. A couple of things to keep an eye on. Also, there was a report on WFAN saying that Max Scherzer has a bit of a hammy issue, but the Mets sort of came out a little while after that and said, look, it's not a major thing, but there is something to keep an eye on with Scherzer because he is 38 years old. His arm's not going to be an issue, but everything else will be. Everything else will be with him. His lat, his hamstrings, those are things to keep an eye on. I'm not so concerned by him in terms of the arm. It is good that the Mets brought in Chris Bassett to be a starter in this rotation. He's going to be a big deal here. He's a very good starter, and from what I understand. And he's a very good number 2 pitcher. And Mets did a smart move by bringing him in here. But we'll keep an eye on Scherzer. Scherzer should be starting opening day for the Mets in Washington, but we'll see. He's going to pitch in the morning. Hopefully no issues with the hamstring, and everything will be ready to go for him. Looking onward, a couple names to keep an eye on. The Mets are gonna go within the organization. Trevor Williams will get a shot to pitch. David Peterson and Tyler McGill. McGill pitched well for his first few starts, and then he sort of lagged off because he had a lot of innings in the minor leagues, and he needs to be managed a little bit in terms of his innings. And we'll see how things go with Peterson in particular. Also, I'm a little concerned about Carrasco, and I've been talking about that a lot. He did not pitch well the other night. I don't care what anybody says. He didn't pitch well. Again, he gave up a home run. So he's a guy to keep an eye on in terms of the way he pitches. Looking forward into the season, a couple of teams to keep an eye on that are going to start moving pitching. The Oakland A's, the Cincinnati Reds, and the Chicago Cubs. The A's have Montez and Manaea. Manaea is probably first to get moved between the two of them because he's got 1 year left on his contract, which is this year. From the Reds, keep an eye on Tyler Malley. He was discussed before the Mets traded for Bassett that the Mets are interested in him. And obviously Luis Castillo, which we talked a lot about too. They're not getting moved right now, but depending on how well the Reds play or not play, that's a name to keep an eye on. And finally, Kyle Hendricks of the Chicago Cubs. He's in the last year of his contract. He's going to get moved because the Cubs aren't any good, and he will be moved. I can guarantee you that, folks. I can guarantee you he will be moved. Wilson Contreras will be moved. And the Mets will be connected to both of them because they're going to need a catcher to hit a little bit more than what they have right now. And they're going to need another starting pitcher. So those two names, keep an eye on with the Mets. And they've made trades with them last year, obviously, for Javi Baez and Trevor Williams. But let me know what you think about this video. Bad news, but the Mets are still in it. There's going to be 6 teams that are going to get to postseason in the National League. So, Mets have a good top of the staff. They'll shake at the bottom. Mets have strong bullpen. But again, like I've said, Mets have to hit. And they have to hit with men in scoring position. If they don't hit with men in scoring position, we're going to have the same problems as we've had. No offense, good pitching. Well, let me know what you think about this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. There'll be more videos in the future and a live stream regularly on Sunday. Thank you, and I'll see you later.